Okay, this video is called Melatonin for Mitochondrial Quality Control, and it's from this paper right here, The Potential Influence of Melatonin on Mitochondrial Control. And it's written by a bunch of Chinese people, and I'm telling you, the Chinese, they're working hard trying to improve their scientific stuff, and they're getting better. America's sitting around being paid off by corporations and lying, and they're trying to do real science, and I'll give them credit for that. That's kind of a sad state of affairs when, a country like that's telling the truth and our country's BSing. All right, so a couple things to learn about melatonin. Melatonin, everybody thinks of melatonin as being made in the brain in the pineal gland, at night after dark. And that is where it is made at night after dark. It travels in the blood, and then it gets into the extracellular space, and it's taken up by cells, and it goes into the mitochondria. It's amphiphilic, meaning that it's both polar and nonpolar, such that it can cross plasma membranes, cross mitochondrial membrane. Inside the mitochondria, it helps to improve mitochondrial function. It improves ATP production, oxidative phosphorylation, so it's good for making energy. It also functions as an antioxidant, and the fact that it's amphiphilic, meaning that it can function in a lipid environment and in a water environment, polar and nonpolar environments, it can be a powerful antioxidant. Like vitamin C is for cytoplasm, a polar environment. Vitamin E is for membranes, a lipid environment, and it looks like melatonin can be beneficial in both, which is rather unique. It's a very powerful antioxidant in that sense. It also can affect the amount of acetyl-CoA substrate coming into the mitochondria for production of ATP, to run Krebs cycle as the starting 2-carbon unit. All right, so this is rather extraordinary stuff, that it's in the daytime while you're awake, it's made in the mitochondria itself, but at night when you're asleep, it comes primarily from your pineal gland. Another thing to know is fluoride in the tap water damages the pineal gland. It's very gradual, but over the course of decades, fluoride causes a progressive calcification of the pineal gland, which can decrease its ability to produce melatonin. One of the things I do is I'm a neuroradiologist. I've seen many thousands of calcified pineal glands, and fluoride does that. So you don't want that in your drinking water. You don't want it at all. You don't want it in your toothpaste. You don't want it. It's rat poison, okay? It shouldn't be there. All right, so this is what I want you to know here. I'll show you the paper on the next slide here if you want to see it. So here's the paper itself, the potential influence of melatonin on mitochondrial quality control. So what I'm kind of getting at is you're seeing here that basically normal nature improves the function of your mitochondria, which means to be active in the daytime and to sleep at night. And it's also, I was talking about this in a recent lecture, why you want to get incandescent light bulbs for your house, because they have a light electromagnetic spectrum like sunlight, meaning that sunlight is more than half, about 54% comes from red and infrared light. And the benefit of that is red infrared light, they go into your mitochondria. These are long wavelengths of light. They penetrate your body, go into your mitochondria, and they improve energy production. They improve ATP production. That's what you want. You don't want blue light, especially at night, because blue light will suppress melatonin production at night. So anyways, what I'm trying to do for going all this stuff is saving your mitochondria is the key to aging well. It's the key to preventing cancer. It might be the key to recovering from cancer. It's certainly important for preventing atrial fibrillation, for preventing congestive heart failure, for preventing dementia. So by understanding the mitochondria, we can live our lives in a better way to improve our health. That's the purpose of all this stuff.